This is the delicious apple tree. We are seeing a few little apples here. You saw what a prolific bloomer this tree was. We're not seeing quite as many apples as we did blossoms. This quince is my miracle tree. We've kind of neglected it because neither one of us eats much quince. Sometimes we cook it and use it kind of like apples or mixed with apples. But you can see that it's leaning, it's badly damaged, and yet every year it bears really, really well. We'll get up close and see some of the fruit here. It's really been quite a prolific tree considering its condition, considering we never water it, we never fertilize it, and somehow God takes care of it. This almond tree has also been badly neglected. I don't think we've ever gotten an almond off it. You can see that there are almonds there, but usually the birds or squirrels or whatever else likes them gets to them before we do. Right next door we have an apple. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I believe it's similar to a Jonagold or a Jonathan. It's not as sweet as a delicious. It's tart, but it still makes great applesauce, and it is loaded. This one is usually quite prolific. Right next door to that is one of the walnut trees, and you can see that it also is loaded. We get a lot of walnuts off this every year. And again, this is a tree that we have never really done anything to. We haven't fed it, we haven't watered it. We just pick up the nuts at the end of the season. I'm hoping this tree is the green gauge plum. It has some fruit on it. We just planted it just a few weeks ago. But whoever planted it neglected to leave the label on it, so I guess we'll just have to see what turns out on this tree. We got for a bargain price because they didn't know whether it was a Snow Queen white peach or Babcock white peach, so we'll just have to wait and see. Looks like we'll get a couple of peaches. This is an Arctic Mist nectarine, and it doesn't look like it's going to give us any fruit this year. This is the first year we have had this tree. Just planted again about a month ago, like the other. This is our Fuji apple tree. It's fairly new. We planted it about I'd say about 3 or 4 years ago. You can see it's getting a little fruit. We've never really eaten any fruit from this tree before, but it looks like we'll get a couple this year. Not much. I only see those two. Few up there. So this one we hope will be really big. This almond tree is loaded. I didn't even know this tree was here until a couple of weeks ago when I came over to this region to take pictures of the vineyard across the way, and I noticed this tree was full of almonds. So this is the tree we've done absolutely nothing with because we didn't know what it was. You can see it's got thorns growing under it that they haven't got to yet. I still think that the thorns are lovely flowers when they bloom, but they aren't going to make picking very easy. The ladybugs, however, love them, and so I'm glad that he didn't get all of these so that we still had some ladybug habitat here. You can see the wild mustard here next to it, and if you look over in this direction, you can see the tall poison hemlock that seems to be everywhere. Over there, next to the garden wall, we have a whole forest again of thorns, coyote bush. This is the coyote bush, and then the white poison hemlock, which is really a beautiful flower, but I still haven't discovered yet whether the seeds cross-pollinate with the dill, and so I don't save my dill seed. Incidentally, this is how my garden looked before we hired help to help us clear it. The garden was just like this.